Là, je crois que c'est des quêtes spéciales, je sais pas. Ouais, en fait, c'est le possible. D'accord, alors attends, je comprends. Termine l'histoire, l'agent de sécurité ne va pas, ok. Ouais, à chaque fois, c'est pour dire source, quoi, mais après, ça vaut le coup, j'en ai aucune idée. Là, honnêtement, c'est des combats qui ont construit. Ouais, pour gagner des ressources, quoi. C'est pas fou non plus, quoi. Bah, en vrai, la story, ça prendrait quoi, pas très longtemps. Parce que là, c'est truc spécial, je sais pas quoi. Obtenir, atteindre le rang B, ouais, bon. Si la story, ça prendra 2 minutes à faire.
Our first assignment together.
Expert. Et mais pas plus là, mais... Ouais, je pense que c'est bon, ça peut prendre 3 heures, frère, je peux pas non plus... Ouais, je pense que la gâchette, machin, ça va être rapide, quoi. C'est bon. Oui, mais moi j'accélère parce qu'en fait, je fais 1 heure déjà, donc c'est pas pour non plus 3 heures après. Toutes les quêtes sont rapides.
No luck on my end. Miss Charon, I just reached out to the...
Did you call me? Yeah. I'll help.
Ready and
I'm at your...
You want
needs...
touch? You have my
I have two. It's up.
good day. Let's
If you...
wanna
A mission?
standing by. Did you? Hey, don't look. Don't.
Come on, let's get to work.
Let's. Good day, Proxy. Wanna go? Mom. To what do I owe the pleasure? Ready for combat. I am eradicate. Time. Right. Okay.
Miss Charon, I need some time to calculate the hollow route.
Leave this to me, Proxy. Actually, I've been to this hollow before for reasons. I still remember the way forward clear as day.
Oh? Why don't you wait just a little longer? Calculating a path doesn't take that long.
Something more efficient to retrace a path I've already walked. Please come with me, Proxy. The path ahead. It should be right around here. I wasn't here too long ago. Time to pin her down. One moment, Proxy. I might have misremembered. I just need to think.
Now,
You're in my sight.
I'm sure you're well aware that hollows undergo periodic spatial distortions and reconstruction.
Show no mercy.
take this.
Suppressing fire.
That's why each time we enter, we need the most up-to-date carrot.
What a pain.
Holding position. Don't hesitate.
You're not lost because you can't remember.
Sorry for being so presumptuous, Proxy. I got ahead of myself and made things difficult for you.
By the way, Miss Charon, how are you so fluid when you move and fight?
You're in my sight.
Because of your sharper hearing and heightened senses?
It's ambushing. Adjusting for wind. That's one part of it. In fact, my eyes gained some unique abilities as they came. I can't see most things clearly, but I'm able to detect the etheric fluctuations of nearby humans, ethereals, and other objects.
Amazing play!
Show no mercy.
Wait, something's up ahead. What could have happened? Who did this? The surrounding ether levels have significantly increased. What's going on?
Home run!
Hold on. Let me find what's causing the ether level increase. Up ahead, there are multiple devices leaking ether non-stop.
Engaging ether vision activate. These are high-pressure ether storage tanks filled with highly concentrated ether. Quick shot! As soon as the valve is opened, the ether will flow out at a fixed rate.
Such high ether concentrations will make the nearby ethereals more active and cause more to show up. Hang on! It'll be dangerous if you keep moving forward.
Let's hurry it up.
Understood. These storage tanks are high-risk items manufactured by military-industrial companies. They're rare, even on the black market.
At your service.
pressure ether tanks have been disabled. You can keep moving.
Ether vision activated.
No, it got me. What?
Proxy, there are 4. Thank you all for assisting me, even though I'm a stranger. You've given me valuable information.
It's the least we can do after you saved our lives. If there's anything else you want to ask, go right ahead.
I do have some questions left to ask. Before that, could the three of you introduce yourselves? I'd like to see if there's a pattern to how the killer chose their targets.
I'll go first. My name's Zoe. I used to be a soldier in the Defense Force, but now I'm just working a regular desk job at a private company. Don't let that fool you, though. I've earned my stripes.
I'm Jesse, currently working as an internaut information broker. I'm still pretty new at it, though, so I can't think of any reason someone would target me.
My turn? I'm Erin. I was also in the Defense Force, but now I'm unemployed. Actually, I have a question for you all. Did you see my friend when you were in the Hollow? She's about my height, with shoulder-length blonde hair and a mole under her eye. We were kidnapped together, but I can't find her anywhere now.
If I recall correctly, we didn't come across anyone like that in the Hollow, among both the survivors or the body.
Ethan.
Hey, don't your rat touch
Need something? Go ask my.
head made don't just think about it. You have my complete support.
I have 2 guns, so it's our turn.
Good day, Prox.
Let's take a break.
Did you want take
Come on.
Let's fire it up.
Looking for a no problem. Let's go have some fun.
Looks like there's something here. Is this?
Proxy, look at this. Here!
Watch out for Grim Vulture taking shots from afar. Is there nothing we can do?
remember what's inside the box, right? Loyalty meets path. The one sticks always war.
And a jiffy!
Curious as to how he died? I'll tell you.
I'll take point.
He took his own life. There wasn't much different from being owned by a serial.
Don't hesitate.
Serial had almost completely taken over his body. He was being corrupted, covered in crystals. His core was almost
Weakling! You're nothing but prey! The target's weary.
Going the extra mile!
We raised the cannon and so round up with just one last shell inside.
Another high-pressure ether tank.
We did it, Proxy. Let's keep moving.
Charon's favorite gloves. It wasn't easy getting my hands on them.
Target locked.
As expected of such a famous, beautiful commander. Lots and stylish.
Coming through!
Who's the boss now?
Take this!
Such a pity. And yet, also very pleasing. Don't you think that's a shame, little sniper?
Listen now!
Such beautiful hands that they could move. Materials gnawed off her arms. Pressure went as well.
Hit the core.
But she still has the backbone. She stood tall, even in death.
Heads up!
Let's play a little.
Don't hesitate.
She died from multiple fatal wounds. Even the most beautiful flower will wither without protection.
Kill!
This'll cost extra. Perfect shot.
You think I'm telling the truth or I'll lie the truth?
Hit the core. How long do you intend to keep up this game of cat and mouse? I'll be coming to your hideout soon. Wipe that smile off your face and wait. Wait and see what I'm going to do.
Good reaction. So, I've got one final surprise of figured out the route to get to me. I could tell you at the end of the road. Congratulations!
Charon, do you want some hot coke?
I'm not sure how long I was out, but just before losing my vision, I briefly regained consciousness. The last thing my eyes saw was my squad mate standing in front of me, looking back. When I woke up again, I was already back at base. The higher-ups detonated the Shiryu pillars, and finally managed to bring Hollow Zero under control. I don't know who rescued me from the Hollow, but none of my squad mates had made it out. For some reason, the image of my squad mates being the last thing I saw has stayed in my mind. It must be some kind of sign. A sign that they're still alive. Don't you think? They must have continued fighting after I fell unconscious, eventually getting lost in some hollow and losing contact with the main force, left to wander between the various hollows of New Eridu. That must have been what happened, right? The Defense Force? Civilians? No one believes me. So I decided to find them myself. The reason behind these eyes. It's got to be to guide me to finding them still alive. Am I wrong, Proxy? Are these eyes pointless? I knew that's what you thought. Interpreting what my eyes see as proof my squad mates are still alive is just wishful thinking. But if they're really gone, why would I have been given these eyes, which bring nothing but pain? If they're truly no longer alive, how can I apologize to them in person? Tell them I'm sorry. Sorry for being so weak. Sorry that I failed to protect them. Their faces are all so blurry. I can't see their expressions. I can't even bear to look at them. If their final look at me was filled with resentment and disappointment, I wouldn't know how to handle it.
Charon, listen to me. Even if everyone else thinks you're wrong, Wise and I will never dismiss your determination to find your squad mates. You don't need to make any justifications, because someone close to us is missing too, and we desperately hope she's still alive. Even if the whole world doesn't understand, we will never give up. But I also think being consumed by this obsession, unable to move forward, that's not what those who matter to us would want. Miss, I'm...
Is that Zoe on the podium? I don't agree.
Charon! I didn't expect you to be here for Remembrance Day. How are things going with your search? Seems like you have something to say.
Among the people standing here, there's a woman who raised her daughter with the survivor benefits left by her husband. Another who's been able to carry on with her life thanks to the final efforts of her child. And yet another who's found purpose because of the influence of his late sister. The will of the deceased lives on in every person here. The soldiers who died during the fall of the old capital fought for this. the future that their loved ones are making for themselves now. The old me might have agreed with what you said, but someone taught me that pain and hardship can lead to hope. They helped me see that hope could be inherited, not just destroyed when life fades. That's why I believe the departed didn't leave us wounded or with a heavy cross to bear, but with a melody. Each of us holds a harmonica that plays the melody of life. At first, it may sound awkward, but it will eventually flow smoothly, taking on our own style, until it merges with our soul.
You seem quite certain about what you're saying. Tell me then, what kind of melody is left behind by those we've lost?
I'm not sure. I can't picture the exact melody, but I trust the answer I've chosen. And I trust everything I've seen and heard.
A vague and insubstantial answer, isn't it? I was right about you, Charon. From the moment we met, I knew we'd never really understand each other.
I'm sorry you feel that way.
Everyone, I apologize for taking up your time. My speech ends here. Please feel free to continue with your visit.
What do you think, Proxy?
Something was definitely off about her just now.
Awaiting further.
I'm at your
Ready and waiting.
Hey, don't look down on me. Don't just think. Right, okay.
Charon, look! Another communicator.
Another communicator.
Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things you don't know.
At your service.
Nox, Cartus, Impera, and many others. The reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat. Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous?
This time.
Our lives were discarded. Third way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor.
Melody of combat. Fire support ready. Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already?
You still care about them? Or should I say...
Stay on your feet. Target spotted.
It looks like I haven't made enough for the rest of your life if you still have the time to worry about them. Why not leave their fate hanging? Unsolved mystery. Normally that's more suspenseful, right?
Proceeding as ordered.
In any case, when you stumble into the underworld with your insight spilling out,
Leah's ambushing.
Prepare to burn.
Fire support ready.
it's more exciting to wait until then to reveal the answer. the weather on the day the old capital fell? It wasn't heavy rain like now. Got faded, part of a hollow. Such determination deserves praise. Now it's time for final showdown.
How annoying. Get flushed!
The only way to put it. What sniper ever confront their enemies head on?
My bullets are one with the wind.
I prepared a little gift for you. I made it. You're a superior way of corrupting a high-ranking officer.
Obey me!
Execute!
It wasn't easy luring it here. You can play with him for a while. I'll watch you some of us. Then I'll put a bullet right through your heart.
Shark Nami!
Increase firepower.
Fire support ready.
Sniper's Creed. One shot, one kill.
Down.
The target's weary. Target confirmed.
I'm happy to be of service.
Prepare to burn!
Time to pin them down. Thank you for your patience.
Quick shot. Maintain fire.
I'm happy to be of service.
This bullet will reach its mark. Recalibrating.
Time to pin them down. I'll pierce right through. Take this. Out of the way.
The real failure as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you! fall for your distractions so easily. What?
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
Damn!
And let the wind be the opening notes.
Charon? No! Wake up! Charon! What's this?
Just you? Where's your friend, Proxy?
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't hit you.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica, and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now, I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal. I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies. I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow. They told me they were beyond saving. And if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle. Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow. You already know what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the Defense Force after you came too. Just like me. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad.
Proxy, do you remember? I was... Proxies.